so it seems we are hitting this error, and the reason for this, so we are missing this. So we params.land, right, not just land, but params not just params, but params.land, because we want to access the land in params. And yeah, I mean, so there's a land, so you're supposed to say params.land. And so when we run this, so initially we see the landowner's key value and the key, something, some long stuff, and what we have here, after we do the add land, you see we have the code ABCD, and then we have a key value. So A is 1 2, B is 3 2, 4 is 4 3, and so on and so forth. And let's see how this land actually looks like, you know. Oh, I mean, there's no way to do that, so let's just forget about it. So anyway, I'm sure this is some sort of rectangular. No, it's not rectangular, because I don't know, but it should look weird though. So that's not the only thing. Once we add the land, we also need to add the owner, and then we need to say that this land belongs to this owner, right? So now let's say we've added the land. Now we say self dot data dot land owners equals, and it's a map, so we need to say something like that, and then sp dot params dot owner, right? Remember, we need to pass the owner, the land owner, and then that's equal to sp dot, we have a list, so we just say params dot owner equals so we are not got a list of, so we need to think about this well, right? Because you have a list, and it's possible that so when we do something like, okay, we have a list. So I mean, first, my bad, so let's change this from a list to a map, to a set. That makes things much much easier, right? So we can just say, because then, because an owner can't hold the same land twice, so let's just say owner dot add, right? So because it's a set we are referring to, and then we will say params dot code, right? And sp dot address is not found, add land, landowner dot address. Oh yeah, so it's complaining because, I mean, we are trying to access a map, a value in the map which does not exist, and we are trying to, in fact, access that value there, right? So what we should be doing is first of all, let's do this. Let's say sp, so I've not introduced to sp dot, so yes, you can do if and all of that. So if you want to do control flow statement, you need to use sp dot something. So sp dot if, sp dot for, sp dot while, it all works. So we want to check if we already have this landowner, right? Dot contains params dot owner, right? So if this owner exists, then we can actually, this code is valid, right? And this code is valid. Else So we don't say else, we say sp.else self.data.land owners, right, of params.owner. So because we are now setting it to say equals sp.set, and then we just say something like params.code. So we are just creating a set with one element, right? But then after the set, after this is done, then we can just easily add, right? So that's why we're having the error. Hopefully that's why we're having the error. So sp.if self.data.land owners contains params.owner. Okay, yeah, it should make sense. And yeah, it works, right? So now we have the landowners, and then we have the lands, and then we have the manager, and then we have the registrars, right? So we can write some more tests, and this is where I'll leave you guys, because we've done most of the things here. So let's just write extra tests, right? So okay, what if we try to so let's think of some scenarios. So add land. So let's try to add land with wrong, right? Add land with wrong registrar, right? So this is a test we are writing just for future sake, in case something happens, right? And all of this code will be stored in our GitHub account, and actually I'm going to develop a nice UI for it and all of that, and maybe do an extended YouTube tutorial. So but I mean, you know, you can just go and try to complete this, right? But because our objectives were, once the land is registered, now landowners should be able to sell pieces of their land, right, to other users on the platform. So that is something else that we've not done, right? But that should be possible, and I do not want to bore you because I've spent a lot of time already. So I'll just put all of that in the GitHub repo, and then you can go look at it, right? So we add land with wrong registrar. So let's say wrong registrar, right? And sp.test account. Oh, okay, we have the wrong even account there already. That's this one, so we can just use that. All right, and let's just try to run this code again. But right, so landowner run sender 3. So we are going to run. So we are going to copy this code, and then we are going to, but instead of sender R3, we are going to do with the wrong account that we created. This account hasn't been registered anywhere, so it's the wrong guy. We are going to get, oh, you must be a registrar, and so we need to use that valid equals false, and we'll say something like that, and that, and by that, you know, get this. So yeah, and the features left is, now we can register land. The other features left, I have to be able to sp.entry point def, we'll be able to sell land, all right, self, and then params, and this, we should be able to have the params should be something like params, you know, this, okay, this something you should do. You know, params that does you have params dot maybe coordinates, So this coordinates will contain maybe like exactly like A, you know, B, and you see it will just give coordinates. So someone can sell maybe parts of their land. So for instance, this guy who has 1, and so 1 2, A is 1 2, B is 3 2, 4, B, C is 4 3, and D is 5 4, right? Maybe they should be able to sell a portion within this coordinate, right? So A, B, C and D. So suppose if it turns out to be, I don't know, but let's try to sketch this. So 1 2, where do you think 1 2 be? So let's say 1 2, let's assume 1 2 is here, that's x is 1 and y is 2, let's assume that is here. Then that means 3 2, x is 3, so x is 3 will be somewhere here, and y is 2, right? Good. And then x is 4, y is 3, so x is 4, no, x is 4 but y is 3, so let's say something like this. And then 5 4, right? So x is 5 and y is 4, so let's say something like this. So you can have, yeah, hey, I said it. Oh no, I didn't say anything. So maybe the person can decide to sell maybe just this part of their land, right? And that is the coordinate we are going to receive here. And so we need to be able to do some kind of checking to see like if indeed this coordinate falls within this part of the land, and then we need to create another data structure to keep records of all the transactions that are happening, right? And all of this could be done on some other smart contract, or we could just do it here, you know, for a mini implementation. But yeah, we sell the land. So one thing we could add about for lands, it's say each land should have like a price, right? So the owner can price your land, and you say sb dot t int, right? So you can price your land here, and then yeah, so a lot of things can be done here. And yeah, interesting stuff, right? So all of this will be implemented and put onto the GitHub repo, which I believe is here. Wait, let me pull it out. So my GitHub repo, if you go to GitHub repo, yeah, and then PyCon 2020, right? So back to see GitHub repo PyCon 2020, you should see this, and I have this set guy here, and then I have the contract.py, and in here is a view app that is going to interact with the contract.py, right? So you see all of that there. Nice too. I'm very glad to have been able to share what I have learned so far with you, and hopefully you've learned something. I know this is my first time of making a video tutorial, so forgive me for any any bad practices. I'm sure there have been a lot. I know there have been a lot. So yeah, all right, thank you, bye bye.